there are so many reasons why every African need to visit the Caribbean nation. You need to pay a visit to Jamaica if you are opportune. Now, don't get me wrong, this is an unpopular opinion. So, you guys, Jamaicans are our brothers and sisters. Yes, we all know. And we already know the history that took them out of Africa to they end up having their own continent in South America, in Jamaica, okay, the Caribbean nation. And then there's a lot of things that's happening in the Caribbean nations that we all need to see, especially knowing the fact that those people, our people, they left and go have their own country, build their own, develop their own. That's like it's a way like going to see my own self. I felt like if you're opportune, you have to go see what they have been able to do for themselves in that place. If they are really representing in our culture, if there are similarities to what they do in that their country in Jamaica to compare to Africa, if there is any similarity, if they actually carried some of those things we Africans have, the culture and so many other things to Jamaica, maybe the environment, is there any similarity? So you guys, in my previous video, I made a video where I talked about that me actually appreciating Jamaicans for always standing in front, like always leading the headline in terms of anything good that we all are crying for in order to better Africa. They are always there standing to support us, like they never back off. It's something that is unique, knowing their history and knowing the fact they also desire for Africa to be a better place because it's their motherland. Yes, so I saw a lot of beautiful comments and it gladdens my heart. Although I saw few of them, someone like this said they are not African. Well, that is up to you. It's up to you to believe that. I give a special shout out on that video because I believe a lot of people will still be like they are not African. But then the ones that accepted their roots and say yes, we are African and we want best for African, they are the OGs. They are the one I was referring to, and they are the one that have met me today. And with the few people that said they are not African, that they are Jamaicans, good and fine. Yes. And the ones that have accepted to say that they are African, that their roots are from Africa, but despite for the fact that they took them away, does not mean that they will still allow any injustice to happen in Africa, especially to Ibrahim Traore. That was the ones that I removed cap for. So without being said more, that was why I bring this video talking about similarities between Africa and the Caribbean nation. I've seen a lot of video threading about talking about the similarities between Jamaicans and the African country, especially the West African continent. So let's watch some of this video of people sharing the similarities or the shock that they have. Some Nigerians, some Ghanaians, obviously, and some many other African countries, especially the West African continent. Okay, if this is the kind of video you would love to watch, relax back and don't forget to like this video, stay subscribed to the channel. If you're new, thank you for coming by. My name is Mary Queen. In here I bring you guys some of the happenings on our African continent. Let's watch these videos.
You know what, I'm act like I'm okay, but why do we not have direct flights from Ghana to any Caribbean island? Because sometimes I think to myself, I could do with like being in Ghana for maybe about a week, right? And then catch a direct flight straight from Ghana to any Caribbean island, right? Please let me know. Maybe I'm like ignorant and maybe this is a thing and I'm not aware. If that's the case, please do let me know in the comment section below. But wouldn't that be sick? Can you imagine 1 week in Ghana and then, I don't know, like 1 week in Barbados or something, and it's just a straight direct flight, no higgy haga connections, nothing, just boom bam there. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful.
I just find it so cool how so many West African cultural traditions still exist in the Caribbean and the Americas. One of the most interesting many of us know, is the Masquerade tradition, like Jonkanu. This festival, which actually started during the era of African chattel slavery, is still celebrated in places like the Bahamas, Jamaica, and Belize. It features drumming, dance, parade, and of course, elaborate masking. If you're Igbo, this might look very familiar. The masquerade performances of the New Yam Festival, with their masked dancers and energetic displays, share striking similarities with Jonkanu. Some even connect the name Jonkanu with Njokuji, the Igbo yam deity. Whether or not that's the case, the link between West African and Caribbean masquerade traditions is undeniable. So have any of you ever seen a masquerade performance in West Africa or the Caribbean? And if so, did you notice the similarities? Let us know in the comments.
Ghana feels like Jamaica. Ghana even smells like Jamaica. Even some of your language is similar to Jamaica. So, the way some of the villages talk, I don't know what you call it. We call it patois, but you guys speak and you say, adekam. And, that kind of, it's similar to patois.
Pidgin.
Yeah, pidgin, there you go. So pidgin and patois, very similar. And, even some of the tree language, like there are people in Jamaica that still use certain words. So some of the foods are the same.
Did you know that the Jamaican people also have a language like this that sounds exactly like the Akan language? Now this is what they call the Kromanti. It is a form of Jamaican Creole that is heavily influenced by the Akan language. Now the name of this particular language, Kromanti, is actually a corruption of the word Komante, which is a name of a town in the central region. The name of this town came from the fancy phrase, Komante. In English, it basically means one who is gone because he failed to listen. Now the name of this town was given to this fort that was built by the British in the 1640s.
You get it?
It later became Fort Amsterdam when it was taken over by the Dutch. Now this town later got divided and then birthed another one called Abande. That is where you can find this particular fort now. The people who were taken from this place to Jamaica became known as the Maroons, which is a name they gave to enslaved Africans who escaped from the plantations. Now the leader of these Maroons were these three people. The nanny of the Maroons, Kujo, and then a Champon. It was a Champon who established this village called Akompon. They couldn't pronounce his name, and then they ended up with the name Akompon.
You don't know.
Now these people, they eat, they drink, they dance, and dress like the Akan people.
You get it?
The Kromanti is not just any language in Jamaica. They use it for rituals.
All right, guys, I hope you guys are doing well. As many of you may know, I am from Nigeria. I am from the Igbo tribe of Nigeria. And I live in Trinidad and Tobago, Caribbean. I've been gradually observing a lot of things that have me excited, pleasantly excited. I realized that some of the slangs or words that Caribbean people use actually originated from some tribe in Africa. For example, Jamaica, they use the word unu a lot. I hear that in a lot of Jamaican music. Unu. Sometimes I will hear something that goes unu doom. I'm like, what? Listen, don't tell me that these people are using our language. And that is part of their everyday word. One day I heard it in another song. I said, no, I want to go research. Now, unu in my tribe means all of you. When they say unu bia, meaning all of you come. And when we say unu, it means all of you. When we say unu dum, the doom at the end stresses on the fact that I want
so
all of you to come.
all this, you have had some similarity, a lot of similarity between the Caribbean nation, between the Jamaicans and the Africans, the West African most especially. So after watching this, what else can you say? Why do you really have to doubt? If you are doubting it, that suits you so well. But I am happy and I love all those that actually, talking and embracing this, because one thing I know about the Jamaicans, they are people that are full of love. Like, whenever you see them, they don't keep things with you. They just open up immediately. If you hurt them, guy, they're gonna put you in your place immediately. Oh yes. So with all this, and then you hear the food, The
Meaning that guy
music,
is
they
stupid.
love music.
He's fool.
We
He's not
dance,
smart
we
enough.
reggae so much
And in the
Super Mali
Caribbean, it
music.
means the
You can't
same.
tell me otherwise. If at some point,
Come on,
it's
man.
even
Hold
when
up.
I
This
grew
is
up,
this is
I
it's
started making
becoming
research.
more
I knew that
interesting
Bob
for me,
Marley
to be
isn't
honest.
from Africa. But although he's African, he's from Jamaica. I thought he's somebody that is like lives in Jamaica. When he said Africa unite, it's not even the black nations, all of us, we should unite. It's the time for us to accept ourselves and unite more so that we can be able to tackle what is pursuing us, really. So with all these similarities, definitely no one has to doubt it. So it's up to you to look for your root. And if you don't want to, it's fine and good, because it's not easy. I've seen a lot of people crying when they come from some Caribbean nations, when they come to Ghana or any other African countries, with hearing the history, they literally cry out. Like, I know, I understand, but it's easy. For me, I am glad that I have brothers. You guys, for those always coming to attack me, that is it today I know about it. Hey, I am making content. I did not say I don't know about it. I know about it right from the onset, okay? That this is our history. Don't mind you, I am living in Senegal, and I have seen the slave trade house in Gori Island. In Gori Island, yes. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. Africans, the black nations, we are one. We one love, one peace. Like, really, we have a lot of similarities. We have a lot of things in common, and that is all that matters. Our hearts still stands for one in love. That is all that matters. It's not a must that you must come visit or we must go. It's an popular opinion. It's a choice for every individual. But for me, if I get the opportunity, I go jump down to Caribbean nation, to Jamaica. Oh yes, to go explore. Anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I'll shall see you all in my next one. Ciao, ciao.